Bible says he charged his disciples. After all of this, he told them that they should tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. So that let me know that everybody don't know who Jesus is. And that's what we're going to talk about for a moment, if we would. Everybody don't know who Jesus is. I was thanking God on last night as he was feeding me this message. He dealt with me about a young man in one of the pastoral epistles given by the Apostle Paul to a young man by the name of Timothy. And Paul, being the apostle that he was, he wanted everything to be done the right way. He knew who God was. He experienced, amen, the glory of God in his life, and he knew exactly how the church was supposed to be run. But the church has to first have information in order to inspire people to really serve the Lord. So Paul begins to counsel Timothy, and he confirms to this leader of faith who Jesus is. Because in order to lead folks to Christ, you need to know him for yourself. You don't know him yourself, how can you lead people to something that you don't know? And he begins to tell him these words. He said, and without controversy. He said, you ain't got to argue with this, Timothy, that this is a fact. He said that God was made known unto us in the flesh. He was telling Timothy that Jesus that was crucified is the God that created man. He was made known in the flesh. He was justified in the spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, and received up into glory. Now, Paul deals with Timothy in a hush way when he said it's a great mystery. And a mystery is something that is hidden and to be revealed at another date. See, sometimes there's some stuff can be laying right in front of your face, but you can't see it until somebody turns the lights on. Amen. Snake can be running right across you in the dark, and as long as you don't see it, you all right. But let the lights come on. If you don't see nothing but the end of it, it's going to do something to you. But here we see that God is trying to allow us to realize that we are blessed because he has been revealed unto most of us. Amen. A lot of us wasn't seeking him, but yet he still revealed himself to us. Amen. And I was reading in one incident about the time that he was getting ready to depart in his earthly ministry. And he knew that this would sadden the disciples. And to comfort them, we all know the scripture, but sometimes we can't tie them up. He says, let not your heart be troubled. They were troubled because Jesus was getting ready to leave them. And they was wondering, what are we going to do if you leave? He said, don't let your heart be troubled, because if you believe in God, then you can believe in me. He was trying to reveal himself unto them. Now, even in the midst of this, Thomas is listening, but he's not really have an ear to hear. He said, now, where you go, we can't go, and we don't know where you're going. Jesus said, I just told you, if you believe in God, believe in me. See, a lot of time when you don't really understand something, it doesn't really rest in your mind. You have to question it. But how can they question God? Now, these folks had seen wonder after wonder, miracle after miracle. They saw Jesus open up the eyes of a blind man. They saw him give mobility to cripples. They saw limbs growing out, being restored. They saw lepers being cleansed. They saw him walk on the water. They saw him transfigured right before them. Elijah and Moses, the Old Testament, came back into them. They saw the dead being raised. But with all of that, they still didn't know who Jesus was. Oh my God. Philip, right behind doubting Thomas, said, well, you know, if you show us the Father. After all that I just said, if you show us the Father, then it will suffice us. And then Jesus, he's aggravated now. He said, have I been so long with you that you don't know who I am, Philip? He said, he that have seen me has seen the Father. So therefore you're talking to God and you don't even know who you're talking to. A whole lot of people, a whole lot of Philips are going to church today. They're singing about him, they're praising about him, they're talking about it, praying to him, but they still don't know who Jesus is. My God, they're going to church, they're faithful, amen, in the service, but they still don't know who Jesus is. And after, amen, Jesus resurrects from the grave for 8 days, he shows up in the midst of Thomas, and he said, Thomas, now here I am again. He said, take your finger and touch my hands, touch me right where they pierced me, and then take your hand and put it in my side. Now he said, now when you do this, he said, be not faithless, but I need you to believe. See, that's what God is looking for today. Even though you can't understand it, he didn't ask you to understand it. He asked you to believe. And the Bible said when Thomas began to believe, he began to say unto God, he said, oh Lord and my God, eyes are finally being opened. Hallelujah. Ears are being unstopped. Now he understands who Jesus is. And just because you see people toting Bibles and clergy collars around their necks and preaching every week and going door to door and feeding the hungry, it does not resonate that they really know who Jesus is. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? Oh yes, you might have, hallelujah, studied at the finest of colleges and gone and sat under the feet of Gamaliel, but until you have the revelation, until my God opens up your eyes, then you will never understand who he really is. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? Oh yes, when we look at the word of God, hallelujah, God sometimes had to breathe upon his disciples that he may open up their understanding. Hallelujah. Somebody else say, Lord, breathe on us today. Oh, hallelujah. See, if you want to know about God, hallelujah, you got to ask God to show me your ways. We don't have enough people in here really looking for the manifestation and the glory of God anymore. So many people come to church because it's just time to go to church. It's just a day for us to have service. But we need to come, hallelujah, looking for the manifestation of God with man. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? Oh yes, all the Old Testament was fulfilled through Jesus Christ, but when he came to his own, they didn't know who he was. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? And the Bible tells us that even the devils believe and they tremble. There's a whole lot of folk coming to church trembling, but they still don't know who he is. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? So Jesus had to know, hallelujah, as he goes up to the place that he's getting ready to have his last conversation with these boys. I've taught y'all all these years. I walked before you and showed you God. I have even, hallelujah, stopped the wind and the waves from taking you under. Hallelujah. Oh yes, and you still don't know who I am. So I want to know today, who do men prophet say that I am. I want to know, have they heard about me? Have they read about me? Have they really taken note of the things that have been done? Hallelujah. And they say, well, some say you this and some say you that. But he said, I want to know what you say. I know what the others are saying, but I want to know those that have been redeemed. What do you say? Who do you say that I am? I am your healer. Am I your way maker? Am I your savior? What am I to you? Y'all hearing what I'm saying? We got to realize today God will only be to you what you want him to be to you. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? So who do you say that he is to you? Is he your lover? Is he the lover of your soul? Is he the fairest of 10,000? Is he the one that bled for you? The one that died for you? The one that rose from the dead? Who do you say that Jesus is? I'm so glad today. I know who Jesus is. He's my God. He's my God. He's my God. Clap your hands and give him a praise. Hallelujah. 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 But I can't be like the disciple. He said, don't tell nobody who I am. But my God, when you know what you know, it's hard to hold it to yourself. I got to tell somebody that I know a man from Galilee. If you're in sin, he'll set you free. Clap your hands and give him a praise. Everybody don't know. Some talking Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And don't realize it's just one. James said that the devils believe that there is one God. See, the devil know who he is. Remember when Jesus came to this town of Gennesaret and he cast out the demons out of the man who was mad in the tombs. And the demons said, torment us not before our time. We know who you are. And Jesus said, shut up. I don't need you to give this revelation. See, they can't receive. See, that's something it takes a while for us to receive. And in due time, after hearing the word, my God, it ought to come clear to you, knowing who he is. Amen. He said, show us the Father. Philip said that it suffices us. The Father, which means the giver of life. He said, when you seen me, you seen the giver of life. John picked it up and said, in him was life. And his life was the light of men that shineth to everyone that come into this world. So he's the same God that breathed in Adam that's breathing into you. And when Adam killed you, he breathed into you the Holy Ghost and you came back alive. But everybody don't know. He's still breathing. He's still breathing upon us. He's still blessing you to be a living soul. He just came this time himself because he had to pay a price for those that were created in his image and in his likeness. Only sinless blood could redeem us back to God. So he said, with my own arm, which means with my own strength. What men looked at was the body, but they didn't look at the strength. You remember the Pharisees got him and they wanted to kill him because he said, "You're blasphemy." He said, "Do you stone me for the good works that I do?" He said, "We ain't stoning you for the good works to do, but you being a man, declare yourself to be God. Because no man can do these things except God be in him." He was telling us who he was all the time. All people got in their mind, son. He had to come as a son to teach us how to be sons. See, we didn't know the Father except he came through some conduit that we can relate to, that we can identify to, because no man could look upon God and live. The last time a man even seen the backside of God, it changed his appearance. And Moses said, "I just saw his glory." And it messed me up, so he had to do something else to robe his glory up in, so I could look on him, I could talk to him, I could pray to him, so I could live. Isaiah said, when I saw him, say his train filled the temple. Ezekiel said, I saw him, he was a wheel turning in the middle of a wheel. My God, I ain't never seen him, but I know his name, Jesus. See, when I call him, he shows me who he is through what he does. I don't have to see his face. I don't have to see what he looks like, but I know who he is.